All right. Calling to order this regularly scheduled meeting of the Kildare Hills Board of Commissioners. If you would, please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, happy Hanukkah, everyone, and if you would, please have in your thoughts the folks that are in harm's way tonight, and join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. Thank you so much. Board, we have an agenda.
Motion to approve the agenda?
Second.
Excellent idea by all three of you. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Motion carries. We have an agenda. The first item on our agenda is a public hearing about a home that would like to become part of our local historic, have the whole local historic designation.
I'll take.
You gonna take it?
Sure.
Okay.
So this first public hearing will please come to order. This hearing is being called for the purpose of 500 West Avalon Drive in Kill Devil Hills, otherwise known as the Sharp Cottage. Again, as the mayor said, it's been recommended for local historic landmark designation. During the hearing tonight, anybody who wishes to speak will just come to the podium here, the microphone, announce yourself, your name, your address. Limit any comments, they are being recorded, limit any comments to 3 minutes unless you're speaking on behalf of a group or unless you submitted your response in writing to the town clerk prior to the hearing. At that point, there's a 5-minute exception. Given the topic, I'll go ahead and move on into it. I don't think anyone has signed up, and I'll just call from the floor. Does anyone want to speak about this particular public hearing tonight? Again, 500 West Avalon Avenue in KDH, the Sharp Cottage being recommended for local historic landmark designation. As expected. All right, so we'll turn it over to the board for discussion.
Board, thoughts?
I'm good with it.
Happy to see it preserved.
Yep. There's a photo up on the screen for you.
Yep.
Classic old flat top. For those who might not be familiar with the historic landmark designation, we as a town try to encourage and incentivize folks to keep these homes and not change them from the way they were originally built substantially. Definitely, modern windows, things like that. But to be able to preserve that bit of history is really great, and we, as a town, come together and give them some benefits in terms of reduced taxes and sort of things like that. So that's what we're talking about today, and as you can see, we've been always very supportive of these kind of folks that want to do this. So we really appreciate the family for bringing it forward, and if anybody would like to make the motion, please do.
I'll make a motion to approve the Sharp Cottage for historic designation at 500 West Avalon Drive, Kildare Hills.
Second.
Excellent. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All right, hearing none, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Motion carries. Congratulations to the family, and another wonderful addition to our group of historic homes that we have in the town of Kildare Hills. Next item on the agenda is public comment. For those familiar, we have two public comment periods at every meeting, one here at the beginning and another at the end of the meeting. You can speak on any topic, and your board wants to hear from you. So if there's anybody out there, I don't think anybody is signed up, but same sort of rules apply. 3 minutes, 5 minutes for a group. Let us know where you live. Or if you're shy, you can pull it together, make a comment at the end of the meeting if you'd rather. Oh, you like? Okay, please do.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
My name's Dennis Pohl. I'm a homeowner in Wright Shores. And first thing is, I'd like to make a comment on that terrific display out there at Aviation Park. It's just fantastic, and kudos to all the people that spent time and effort on it, because it's really nice. Second thing is congratulations to our new mayor, to our familiar new commissioners, and to Mayor Ben for his actions. What do you think is the main reason why visitors come to Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina? Or for people to buy houses here? It's kind of a rhetorical question because you won't know the answer. It's the beach, right? Well, it's not the Sherwin-Williams. It's not the Wawa. It's not the car wash. It's not Truist. It's not Target. My feeling is that the people that use the 4th and 5th Street beach accesses are getting shortchanged, for lack of a better word. Because for many years, those two beach accesses have not had porta potties. I almost said porta johns. Porta potties, showers, and 4th Street no longer has a walkway, which it did have. So I think that it's important that we think about that very seriously. Now, I've been told there's an upcoming shoreline access plan, which I'm not familiar with. I don't know when it's presented or anything else. But when I hear about that, I question if it's a yearly event, why hasn't this been brought up before? I've been going to the 4th and 5th Street beach accesses since the mid-'70s. And I'm not getting any younger, and those bathroom facilities look a lot better to me. It's my firm belief that it's not if it's possible, it's when it's possible. And I'm hoping that that when is going to be for the 2024 prime time beach season. So it would be, you know, the porta potties, the shower facilities, I view them as being pretty cheap. Sorry, my wife said don't say cheap, it sounds bad. Inexpensive. I think it would be inexpensive for the town to provide these services. And in doing that, it will enhance the visitors, the residents, the homeowners, the property owners that use the 4th and 5th Street beach accesses. It will enhance their beach experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. So we've got a few more minutes for you to get your courage up. Does anybody else, would anyone else like to speak in public comment? I'm sorry, I'm tripping over my tongue. All right, hearing none, we will close public comment and response to public comment. Anyone?
Question that kind of popped up from Dennis's comments is how often do we have a shoreline access plan review? It's pretty big gaps of time between.
It hasn't been updated in 20 years.
Okay.
Well, it's good that we're doing that.
Yeah. So,
Well, we did
We did an update on existing conditions
Yeah.
for the board 3 years ago, to try to figure out which access that you wanted to pursue for permanent restroom facilities. We brought that back to you, and then Prospect Avenue was decided on, and the facilities are there, and I think this is their second season it's been in use. So it was 3 years ago that we did a ocean existing conditions.
Yep, and these are the kind of
Update.
things that you can get, you can apply for matching funds from the Visitors Bureau for that kind of
And you can also,
Capital
for
improvement.
accesses, you can apply for CAMA.
CAMA as well, right? So there's multiple funding streams. Just to give Dennis a little more backstory, these things, the government works not at the fastest, not like we are a business moving quickly, but we're going to the spring when this board will be looking at the budget for the 24-25 budget year. I'm sorry, 23-24. I'm getting backwards. It's 23 now. 24-25 budget year, which starts in July. There you go. So that's kind of what we're looking at. So if we put it in the budget then, we can apply for grant money to match, and it would probably be something that would be over the following winter, whatever we end up deciding to do as far as that and every other capital improvement that's fighting for the money. Yeah. Any other comments about public comment? All right, we will move right along. The next item is ongoing business. Anything there?
Yes, sir.
And after that, the town attorney's agenda. So you had something in the packet there.
I do have one item, your Mayor, and I would recommend pursuant to Chapter 143.318.11A3 that the Board of Commissioners enter into closed session to consult with me, the town attorney, in order to preserve attorney-client privilege between the attorney and the board. And a motion will be in order if that's your pleasure. And we'll
So moved.
retreat. If so, we'll retreat upstairs as we generally do to the boardroom.
It's like we've got a motion
So
from
Second.
and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Stretch your legs if you like. Hopefully we won't be too long. Hang in there. All right, we are back in session. Thank you all for your patience. The next item on our agenda is the consent agenda.
Do you want the manager to report out what occurred at closed session, or would you prefer to do that?
Sure, yeah, that works.
Yes, and while in closed session, the town attorney advised the board on matters pertaining to various, and also approved the minutes. Do you have the dates of the minutes, or just?
As presented.
That's presented. Approved various closed session minutes as presented.
Nicely summarized. The fun, dry part of legal stuff. All right, so that's our little report about the town attorney's agenda, and the next item is the consent agenda, Ms. Town Manager.
Sorry. Something got out of whack. Yes, thank you. Consent agenda, two items, the November 11th, 2023 Board of Commissioners meeting and the October 2023 monthly report. Staff would recommend approval of the consent agenda as presented, and a motion would be in order.
So moved.
We have a-
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion about the consent agenda? Hearing none, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Motion carries unanimously. We have consent agenda. And just before we get into new business, I just want to take a quick moment of personal privilege to say thank you for all your counsel over these many years, and I'm proud of a lot of things we accomplished and got done for the town. I want to thank the staff, town manager, everybody in planning who do such great research and hard work behind the scenes to bring the vision of the town forward. So thank you for, it's been an honor and a privilege to serve as a mayor, and we'll move on, and congratulations to Mayor-elect Winley, who is about to be the mayor.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mayor.
So the next
Thank
item
you.
on our agenda is new business, the certification of election results, oaths of office, and organizational items. The first item is certification of election results. I think this is, yeah.
Mayor and Board, thank you very much. With the election results submitted by the Dare County Board of Elections, the Office of Clerk of the Town of Kettleville Hills hereby certifies the results of the November 7th, 2023 municipal election for the Town of Kettleville Hills. Mayor John Winley, 911 votes. Commissioner Abby Ingram, 972 votes. Commissioner Bernard B.J. McAvoy, 768 votes. We'll now proceed with the oaths of office, the investiture of the office. Mayor-elect Winley, if you'll please come forward, and your entourage is needed.
Yes. All right.
All right.
Two hands like we talked about.
Open that ladder.
Authorize the
You're right.
Yeah, John's blocking.
Deep breath, 'cause it's long. All right. Just raise your right hand. Okay, you just doing good right there? I state your name.
I, John Windley,
Do solemnly and sincerely swear
do solemnly and sincerely swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and laws of the United States,
and laws of the United States,
that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance
that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance
to the state of North Carolina
to the state of North Carolina
and to the constitutional powers
and to the constitutional powers
and authorities
and authorities
which are or may be
which are or may be
established for the government thereof,
established for the government thereof,
that I will endeavor to support,
that I will endeavor to support,
maintain,
maintain,
and defend the Constitution
and defend the Constitution
and laws of said state,
and laws of said state,
not inconsistent with
not inconsistent with
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of my office
of my office
as mayor
as mayor
for the town of Killable
for
Hills.
the town of Good Level Hills.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Big boy down.
I think it's gonna fall over.
Okay. I state your name.
I, Ivy Ingram,
Do solemnly and sincerely swear
do solemnly and sincerely swear
that I will support the Constitution and laws
that I will support the Constitution and laws
of the United States,
of the United States,
that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance
that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance
to the state of North Carolina
to the state of North Carolina
and to the constitutional powers
and to the constitutional powers
and authorities
and authorities
which are or may be
which are or may be
established
established
for the government thereof,
for the government thereof,
that I will endeavor to support,
that I will endeavor to support,
maintain,
maintain,
and defend
and defend
the Constitution and laws of said state,
the Constitution and laws of said state,
not inconsistent with
not inconsistent with
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of my office as Commissioner
of my office as Commissioner
for the town of Killable Hills.
for the town of Killable Hills. So help me God.
Take your breath. Okay. I state your name.
I, Bernard McAvoy,
Do solemnly and sincerely swear
do solemnly and sincerely swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and laws of the United States,
and laws of the United States,
that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance
that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance
to the state of North Carolina
to the state of North Carolina
and to the constitutional powers
and to the constitutional powers
and authorities
and authorities
which are or may be
which are or may be
established for the government thereof,
for the government thereof,
that I will endeavor to support,
that I will endeavor to support,
maintain,
maintain,
and defend
and defend
the Constitution and laws of said state,
the Constitution and laws of said state,
not inconsistent with
not inconsistent with
the Constitution of the United
the
States,
Constitution of the United States,
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of my office
of my office
as Commissioner for the Town of Kittle Hills.
as Commissioner for the Town of Kill Devil Hills.
So help me God.
So help me God. Thank you.
Thanks everybody for coming out tonight. Special moment for all of us, and I get to have the honor of sharing a special moment now of thanking Mayor Sproul. All your service, not just to Kill Devil Hills, but Dare County as a whole. I mean, look back at your service on our board, planning board, Board of Education, tourism. I mean, you got a pretty impressive resume, and you know, I can speak for our town and the rest of our board, thanking you for all you've done. And I think, you know, our relationship and how we work together is a good indication of what makes our town special. We don't always disagree, we don't always agree, but we always work together to find like the best solution for our town, and we do it in a way that's cordial and respectful, and it really represents the best of what Kill Devil Hills is about. So, thank you, sir. Consider you a friend, and look forward to maintaining our relationship. And we have something today to present you with.
Oh my goodness, that's fantastic. Oh my God. That is really great. That's a really nice memento of, you know, we have a fantastic town. I mean, I don't have to tell you guys this. Anybody that's in this room knows and cares about it. And, you know, John said it well, that we work together. We're very transparent. We try to get a lot of public input, and I think we're all proud of the things we accomplished over the last 4 years as a team. And I know that the town is on a good track for doing great things in the future. So thanks to everybody for all your support over the years. Thank you, John. Thank you, everybody and staff for really helping us out. And I don't want to take up too much time, but on to the next thing.
All right. Thank you, sir. We're gonna pause proceedings, have a brief recess. We have some refreshments back there. I'm not sure, but there may be a few people in the crowd tonight who wouldn't mind a little bit of cake. Maybe. So we'll take a few minutes. We're gonna grab a few pictures, and then once we wrap things up, we'll pick up the rest of the meeting.
Yeah, well, she has one more exam tomorrow.
All my surf buddies from my 20s are all doing art now. I'm like, I'm going to do this stuff myself.
And I remember.
Okay, back to business. So our next point of business today under new business, item 1C, is appointment of Mayor Pro Tem. Board, we have a vacancy to fill. What's your pleasure?
Mayor, I'd like to move that we appoint Ms. Ingram as the mayor pro tem. I've been able to do that for 2 years. 3 years is just right in order. She does a great job for us, so I would make that motion.
I second that motion.
Any further discussion?
Thank you.
All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? We have a Mayor Pro Tem. Congratulations.
Now you got to do some more stuff now.
Now we have another swearing in. So,
Yeah.
all right.
Oh, yeah.
There's what I was looking for.
solemnly and sincerely swear
do solemnly and sincerely swear
that I will support the Constitution and laws
that I will support the Constitution and laws
of the United States,
of the United States,
that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance
that I will be faithful and bear true
Oh,
allegiance
yeah.
to the state of North Carolina
to the state of North Carolina
and to the constitutional powers
Yeah.
and to the constitutional powers
and authorities
and authorities
which are or may be
which are or may be
established for the government thereof,
established for the government thereof,
that I will endeavor to support, maintain, and defend
that I will endeavor to support, maintain, and defend
the Constitution and laws of said state,
the Constitution and laws of said state,
not inconsistent with
not inconsistent with
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
that I will faithfully discharge the duties
that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of my office
of my office
as the Mayor Pro Tem Board
as the Mayor Pro Tem Board
for the town of Kittle Hills.
for the town of Kilburn.
So help me
So help me God.
Congratulations. All right, moving on to new business, item number 2, adoption of Code of Ethics and Conduct for the Board of Commissioners and Rules of Procedure. In 2012, the Code of Ethics and Conduct was adopted by the then seated Board of Commissioners. The most recent adoption was the board's organizational meeting in December 2019. The Conflict of Interest Addendum adopted in November 2020. The code is an affirming statement to our citizens of our pledge to conduct the town's business in a manner to maintain a level of trust, professionalism, and moral conduct that they expect when they voted us into office. I'm not going to get into this too terribly much. We have an updated code of ethics and conduct for our board. I'd like to ask that our Board of Commissioners adopt these updated rules and entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to adopt the Code of Ethics updated rules of procedures.
Second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Votes unanimous. Okay. New business, item number 3 is nominations for the appointment Dare County Tourism Board. This is a unique appointment, and before we get into it, Ivy, I'd like to thank you for all your hard work on the tourism board the last 3 years. You really represent our town well, and I mean, looking at our sidewalk in front of the Wright Brothers Memorial is pretty awesome work, so thank you. But this is a little tricky because we have to submit 3 names to the Dare County Board of Commissioners, and because Ivy's no longer can be voted for, we got to kind of pick a mix between ourselves. Personally, I'll throw my my order out there of Commissioner Gray first, Commissioner VJ's next, and then myself last. I'll let somebody make a motion on that, or share any other feedback that they may have.
Yeah, I move to appoint 3 names for the appointment of the tourism board in that order. Commissioner Terry Gray first, and because he's the one willing to take it and wants it, so so he would be first, and then myself second, and Mayor Winley third. So.
Any further discussion? All right, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? All right, we have a
Sorry you
nominations
couldn't do
list.
it anymore. You did a great job.
I know I timed out. I tried to get an extension, but it didn't.
You did a great job.
Well, thank you. I'm not sure. It's a great board to serve on, as you know, and you'll do a great job on it. I'm sure really, I didn't really have much to do with the sidewalk, but that's all Meredith and the application. So, but it was an amazing application.
You represented
so,
us well.
But it is nice to see that that money being spread out a little bit more evenly now. So, and the work that they're doing is really amazing. So, anyway, it's been a great board to serve on.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, moving on, the next item on our agenda is committee reports. Anything
None
to
here.
report down here?
No committee report, Mayor.
On this way?
I have a board of tourism meeting on Thursday. I feel like I say that every single time. No, it happens to fall after our meeting almost every month. So, but I do on Thursday. It will be my last meeting. So this Thursday.
Well, it is my pleasure to invite Sue Kelly to the podium to catch us up on all the good work that the Community Appearance Commission is doing.
Hello, I'm Sue Kelly, Sea Village, speaking on behalf of the Community Appearance Commission. I have two items. Our next meeting will be next month, the fourth Thursday of the month, 8:30 in this room, and we welcome anybody to come and share with us, bring us some ideas, let us talk about the things that we're doing. And the other thing is, the deadline for applying for a live oak is December 31st. This is one of our popular things, and we're excited about continuing to do it. We thank the commissioners for affording us the financial opportunity to do it, and we're going to continue. And then I need to say thank you to this Board of Commissioners for how you have created and supported the Community Appearance Commission. I want to say to Ben, thank you for your support. It's really nice to work with a group that likes itself, treats each other well, and then in turn treats us well. I also have to take the time to say thank you to John Winley. John has been our commissioner liaison, a full participating member of the Community Appearance Commission, and let me tell you, he's been great. John comes to everything, does everything. He was a full and complete participating member of the board, and we appreciate it very much. So we thank you for your support. We'll try our best to continue to do what you need us to do. We have two new members, so we are now up to a full number of people. And the fact that Ivy wants to be our liaison now is absolutely fantastic. Would not have been unhappy with any of you, but it'll be a pleasure to work with Ivy, and I look forward to it. Thank you for everything.
Thank you, Sue.
Just like to say, thanks to Sue for everything she does.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Sue. Great leadership from the
appreciate you.
CACR. All right, that brings us to Commissioner's agenda.
Nothing for me, Mayor.
Do you have on your agenda the vacancy?
Getting to that.
Okay, nothing here, sir.
I just want to say thank you to staff for putting together the Santa evening. That was amazing, and I think there were thousands of, well over 1,000 people. Yeah. So if you weren't able to be there, it was an amazing night. The lights look amazing.
That
I would
was great.
encourage everyone in town to go check it out, go walk it. It's an amazing job, you guys.
Yeah, nice work, and especially
Seriously.
with the picnic gazebo where they enclosed it and
Yeah.
made that like a little workshop, Santa's workshop or whatnot. That was great with the and the food truck.
cool.
It was a great
Yeah.
event. A lot of young families. I guess all through Dare County probably, but yeah, it's just amazing how many people you're like, wow, I don't know any of these young families. Makes me getting old.
Invite everybody to come out tomorrow night.
Oh,
Yes.
For the,
Yes.
our only night market this year from 4 to 7.
Holiday
just
market.
while it's all lit up.
Right here, right?
If you miss Santa, come to
That'd
the
be good.
market.
That's right.
Yes, Hannah was working overtime. You probably thought it was Christmas Eve that night. So many people came to see him. It was a really fun event and a good time, and the Winley family had a real nice time with Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to move on to Mayor's agenda, and I know my family's got a little bit right at home, so if the board would ask for a moment of privilege. My beautiful wife Yahara is here, and the only reason I am able to serve on this board, and the only reason I can make the time to have these commitments and things in my life, is because my beautiful wife stays home with my loud children and does all the hard work so I can be here. So I am indebted to you, and I love you very much, and thank you, Yahara. My parents are here, and I want to dedicate being elected to the person who really inspired me growing up to become involved in government and politics and be an active person. That is my grandmother, Mary Jones Winfield. She was a powerhouse of a person. I remember growing up and Jim Hunt calling the house just to see how she was doing. I didn't know at the time he was probably asking for a little bit of money, but he was still checking in to see, what she was doing, because she helped him get his start, and he always appreciated that. Meemaw Mary, as I called her, she served on the Beaufort County Board of Education and was always somebody who had a larger-than-life presence, and that made a big impact on me and really inspired me to be an active person. And so, one quick joke, she passed away over 20 years ago, and Dad's still probably a little bit afraid of her. So I was lucky to grow up with a big, wonderful, supportive family. So that said, let's get back to business. In regards to our open vacancy on this board, with transitioning into the role, well, let's slow down. With BOC committee appointments, with transitioning into the role of mayor, I want to make sure our board's commitment to the Community Appearance Commission is well represented. I've spoken to Commissioner Ingram, and she is interested. I would like to request a consensus from the members of our board to appoint Ivy Ingram as the Board of Representatives, Board of Commissioners representative to the Community Appearance Commission. How do you all feel about that?
Perfect.
Great.
Good move.
I agree, and that said, we'll have a consensus to make that update. Thank you, Ivy.
Thank you.
And you'll be
Look forward to
an
it.
awesome
Look
working
forward
with
to
Sue.
working
You're
with
on
Sue.
an awesome team, and you're really going to enjoy
I'm
it.
excited. Looking forward to it.
Moving on to the vacancy that we have on our board. We now have a vacancy on our Board of Commissioners. I've talked with staff, and with your consensus approval, I would like to propose the following process. Notice of the Board of Commissioners' intent to fill the vacant seat will be made via the town's website, kdhnc.com, electronic distribution, and media releases. Applications will be accepted by the office of the town clerk until 5 p.m. on Tuesday, January 16th, 2024. Applications may be submitted online, and a resume may be submitted with your completed application. The town clerk will forward applications to the Board of Commissioners by January 22nd, 2024. In between January 22nd, 2024 and the February 5th, 2024 Board of Commissioners regular meeting, members will review the applications and may contact applicants to obtain additional information or clarity for information submitted. During the February 5th, 2024 meeting, the Board of Commissioners will use the nomination and ballot method to fill the vacant seat with the eligible candidates submitting applications. As Commissioner Gray, remember we did this kind of the last time this came about. I felt it was a really transparent and public way to let anybody who's qualifies and interested in serving to have a chance to do so. And I really enjoyed actually meeting all the people who applied and kind of getting to know them and their interest in serving the town. And this is kind of the process I put before you all tonight, and would like to hear your input.
Yeah, I think we're just obviously encouraging all interested parties to apply, and obviously it's a big job. We want someone that fits with our style, so to speak. But we definitely want to consider all interested parties. So get it out there that if there's some interest, we're going to pour through those applications. Hopefully there's a few. And that timeline seems good to me.
Timeline's good. Transparency, I think it presents that, and that's one of the main things that, I really wanted to have emphasis on, is that it's a transparent process, and I think that does it. So, I'm in favor of it.
I agree.
And may I ask, are you just going to advertise it on social media? Are you going to advertise it on how are you gonna try to get it out there? Because that's the probably hardest part, because obviously some people watch this meeting, but a lot of people don't as well, so. Do you have an idea?
She's got Michael.
Yeah.
Michael's got it.
Mayor and Commissioners, what we will do is we will use means that we've used previously, which will be the town's website, social media outlets, and electronic distribution, along with I will be placing a notice of intent in the local paper of circulation as a small block ad as well, just to provide as many possible outlets as we can for all of our residents to see and have exposure to.
All right, terrific.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
I know unfortunately, in all the movement about tonight, my packet is in complete disarray. But I did recall the mayor's agenda having the 2024 Board of Commissioners meeting schedule on it. We had a chance to look. I know we've circulated a few emails. Thank you. Any board members at this time have any comments or questions concerning the next year's schedule?
Most dates look good.
Looks good to me.
All right.
Thank you to Michael for
Yeah. Very diligent work.
all the
sir.
jockeying.
I would move that we approve the proposed 2024 Board of Commissioners meeting schedule as presented.
I second that motion.
Further discussion? All right. All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right. We have a schedule. And I hope there's nothing I did not miss on my first meeting up here as mayor's agenda. All right. That said, let's move on to town manager's agenda.
Nothing this evening, thank you.
All right. Now to our second opportunity for public comment tonight. One of our nice things we do is offer people 2 chances to speak at the beginning, at the end. 3 minutes for an individual, 5 minutes for an organization. Anybody interested? Dennis, anything else for us tonight? No?
Michael said I could do this, so. I don't want to keep this, been a long night, it's been exciting night, it's been really interesting seeing all this happen. I just have a question. A lot of people have asked me, or many people have asked me, anybody been on Fifth Street lately? Come on, I know you have, you've been hanging out at Target, there we go.
Yeah.
Well, with the advent of Target, with the advent of the 14 houses that are going in there, there's a lot more traffic. But let's take a look at West Fifth Street. We're gonna have a Sherwin-Williams paint store. And more than likely, people who wanna make a left-hand turn onto the bypass are gonna cut through that access for the bank and where the Wawa is, additional traffic. We're gonna have the Wawa, additional traffic for 24 hours. We're gonna have a car wash, more additional traffic in the existing bank that we have there now. And the question is a question that I'm asking, and a question that I've been asked. With all the improvements that have been done, because I know there was a big capital improvements for the drainage for West Fifth, why didn't somebody put in a turn lane? So basically you have one lane for through traffic, for left-hand turn, for right-hand turn. Now on 4th Street, they put in a turn lane. Of course, there's no light, so it's gonna be tough making a left-hand turn. 3rd Street, Landing, take a look at all those, and there's a turn lane. With all this additional traffic, I'm just curious as to why there wasn't something put in place for a through turn lane in addition to a left-hand turn lane. So that's it, just kind of a question. Thank you very much. Been an exciting night. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll kind of speak to that, Dennis. I know when we approved Wawa and we talked about Wawa, I had already said, like, go ahead and put in the traffic study for that. So
Right.
I know that's something that we have to wait until it's there, correct? I think that's what we discussed that night, that those have to be there in order to request that study.
Yeah, I mean, and when
You know.
with Wawa, we had a couple of things. Wawa was willing to do some of the improvements to 4th Street. He alluded to in his public comment that we did a lot of drainage projects in that area. But we haven't changed the intersection at 5th Street where Truist and the car wash are going to be.
Right.
the opportunity at Wawa doing the decel lane and DOT did not support a light being at 4th Street
Right.
led Wawa to make those improvements on 4th Street, which are great. It's certainly going to help. But we haven't done a streets project for West 5th Street, and it's been quite a while, correct? So the only thing we've done in the area is drainage, and that was a huge project to try and alleviate some of the, the damage to personal property, so.
Sidewalk.
And the sidewalk, that's right, yeah, and a portion of the sidewalk, so. But you're right, yeah, a traffic study is something that we'll have in our zoning ordinance at our update for looking at
Right.
sites that generate a certain amount of traffic.
Thank you. All right, any further response to public comment? All right, hearing none, we're down to last part of our evening, motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All right, any comment? Well, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Thank y'all.